Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. Rumors have been swirling all over the league, and the buzz just got a whole lot louder after whispers began circulating that the San Francisco 49ers have secured none other than John Metchie III to reinforce their receiver group. And look, even though nothing has been shouted from the rooftops officially, every corner of the football world seems to be leaning in, trying to hear the next detail leak out. It is that kind of story that blows up group chats and transforms casual speculation into near certainty. People close to the situation keep dropping tiny breadcrumbs, and whenever those breadcrumbs involve a talented young receiver finally getting a real shot in a powerhouse offense, folks get excited real quick. Fans are imagining what he might look like lined up across from those already established weapons, and the anticipation is building by the minute. It feels like the air itself is carrying that electric charge that shows up only when something big might be brewing behind closed doors. What is making everyone even more intrigued is how smoothly this rumor slid into the mainstream conversation. One moment, someone casually mentions that the 49ers are poking around wide receiver options, and the next moment, several insiders hint that the talks with John Metchie III are not just talks, but something much more advanced. It is like the story evolved in real time, unfolding faster than anyone could refresh their screens. And because Metchie is the kind of player whose potential has always felt bigger than his stat sheet, the idea of him joining a system known for maximizing talent is giving fans goosebumps. Every analyst who has followed his journey knows how much untapped explosiveness he carries, and imagining him in red and gold is turning into a full-blown event. Adding even more fuel to the hype is the emotional element connected to John Metchie III, whose resilience has already made him one of the most inspiring young names in the sport. Every time his name appears, it comes with a sense of respect, because everyone remembers what he fought through to get to this stage. Now, with rumors pointing toward a fresh opportunity on one of the most creative offenses in football, the narrative suddenly feels bigger than football. It feels like the beginning of something, a moment where a player on the rise could take a giant leap if the fit is right. And with the 49ers always searching for that missing spark, fans are starting to believe this could be the perfect partnership, even if nothing is officially confirmed yet. What is really interesting is how this potential move lines up with the 49ers' long-standing reputation for staying one step ahead of everyone else. They love grabbing players who are on the edge of breaking out and placing them in roles where their strengths shine. John Metchie III fits that mold almost perfectly. His route running has been praised since his college days, and his ability to create separation with clean footwork makes him the kind of receiver who can thrive in a timing-based, rhythm-driven passing attack. And if the coaches truly see him as a versatile chess piece rather than just another depth addition, then those whispers that this acquisition is more than a simple roster move start to make a lot of sense. The speculation is creating this illusion that the 49ers have something cooking, something that could surprise a lot of people if and when it becomes official. As more insiders hint that the deal is essentially locked in, the conversation is starting to shift from if to how. As in, how exactly do the 49ers plan to deploy John Metchie III in their current offensive structure? Fans are throwing out all kinds of hypothetical packages, imagining him in motion, imagining him stretching the field or feasting underneath while defenses focus on the stars around him. And just the thought of that has people buzzing, because the 49ers have never been shy about using players in creative ways. Metchie's shiftiness and smooth transitions out of cuts give him that toolbox coaches drool over. The rumor mill is now overflowing, and every new whisper only adds to the frenzy, painting a picture of a receiving core about to become even deeper and more unpredictable. And look, nobody wants to get ahead of themselves, but this rumor is spreading with that specific tone that football fans know all too well. The tone that usually shows up when something is practically done, even if nobody wants to say it officially yet. Every conversation, every podcast rant, Every insider tweet filled with coded hints seems to suggest the same thing. The 49ers might have just pulled off a sneaky, underrated move that could pay off in a massive way. And if John Metchie III really is on his way, then that means one of the most intriguing storylines of the season might have just begun without anyone realizing it until now. The whole situation feels like a storm quietly forming on the horizon, and fans are watching closely, waiting for the moment when rumor turns into reality. The second wave of speculation arrived even stronger than the first, as more voices around the league began talking about how the 49ers have been eyeing a receiver who fits not just their scheme, but their culture. And that is where John Metchie III comes in, with his relentless work ethic and calm under pressure style. When those insider circles start connecting the dots, you know something unusual is brewing. People are whispering that the staff sees him not only as a depth piece, but as a potential spark who could force defensive coordinators to rethink their coverage approach. Every little piece of information dropped so far has only fed the narrative that this rumor is not accidental. It feels intentional, like someone backstage is warming up the crowd before the big reveal, letting just enough information escape to keep the audience guessing and the excitement climbing. Fans online are going wild imagining what this means for the offensive dynamics. The 49ers already have a system built on versatility, timing, and precision, and dropping someone like John Metchie III into that environment has become the internet's new favorite hypothetical. And honestly, it is easy to understand why. Metchie has always been the type of receiver who thrives when he is allowed to use his instincts, whether that means finding soft spots in zones or creating separation with simple but effective bursts of acceleration. Pair that with one of the smartest coaching staffs in the sport, and suddenly the rumor transforms from a fun conversation topic into something that feels genuinely dangerous for opponents. People are now debating which receiver combinations would maximize his strengths, and the speculation is turning into a full-blown phenomenon across social media. What is fascinating is that the buzz around this move seems to be coming not from loud leaks, but from indirect signals, which somehow makes the rumor feel even more legitimate. When coaches start giving vague, teasing answers about possible roster additions, and when current players start liking the right posts at the right time, fans read between the lines. And those lines are spelling out something like, John Metchie III is coming. It is subtle but powerful. Even former players have started weighing in, noting how Metchie's style could bring an entirely new layer of unpredictability to the 49ers offense. These kinds of endorsements only add weight to the rumor, giving it that sense of inevitability that often precedes a major team announcement. The idea of Metchie joining such a well-structured offense has analysts buzzing about what his role could look like. Would he become the quick strike option, the guy who moves the chains with efficiency? Or would he be utilized as the sneaky deep shot threat, capitalizing on defensive mismatches created by the team's bigger names? Fans are debating every possibility, and each theory seems more exciting than the last. And because the 49ers love using pre-snap motion to confuse defenses, a player with Metchie's acceleration and vision could become a serious problem for anyone trying to keep up. The rumor has now snowballed beyond simple curiosity, evolving into a legitimate storyline that has people refreshing their feeds constantly, hoping for that final confirmation. Then there is the emotional side of all this, which fans have not ignored. John Metchie III carries a story filled with resilience, determination, and heart, and seeing him potentially land in a place where he can showcase his talent has created a wave of support stronger than anyone expected. People love a comeback. They love a fighter. They love someone who refuses to let challenges define them. And that is part of why this rumor has captured so much attention. The 49ers, known for taking chances on players who have more to show, might be giving Metchie the perfect runway to finally take off. So the speculation is not just about football fit. It is about the emotional impact of seeing a player rise at the right time in the right place. Now, as the rumor continues to build, the energy around it feels almost cinematic. Every hour brings a new whisper, a new hint, a new wave of excitement. It is like watching a storyline unfold in real time, each chapter more dramatic than the last. And even though nothing is official yet, the entire football world seems to be bracing for the moment the 49ers step forward and confirm what everyone already believes. That John Metchie III is about to embark on a brand new chapter in one of the league's most dynamic offenses. Whether the rumor becomes reality still remains to be seen, but the buzz alone has already transformed it into one of the most talked about moves of the season. Fans can feel it. Analysts can feel it. And honestly, it feels like the 49ers just might be on the brink of unveiling something big. The rumor surrounding John Metchie III and the San Francisco 49ers has now reached a whole new level of intensity, and fans are treating every tiny detail like a major clue in some kind of football mystery. It is wild how a whisper can turn into a tidal wave, but that is exactly what has happened. People are dissecting sideline footage, press conference body language, even casual comments from players who may or may not know anything. It is almost like the entire league is on alert, waiting to see whether this move jumps from speculation to confirmation. And the craziest part is how natural this rumor feels, as if everyone already believes it makes sense. When a player with Metchie's skill set aligns with a team built on precision, creativity, and discipline, the narrative practically writes itself. You can feel that certain buzz in the air, that collective breath being held as fans hope this is not just talk but the beginning of something real. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Another thing adding fuel to this entire situation is how the 49ers have always loved uncovering hidden gems, the kind of players who might not have fully blossomed elsewhere, but are just one opportunity away from exploding. And John Metchie III fits that description perfectly, especially when you consider the adversity he has overcome and the resilience that defines him. Fans have been sending messages, comments, and theories nonstop, imagining how he could be used in motion sets, quick slants, and mismatches against defenders who underestimate his sudden acceleration. It is like every supporter has already built a highlight reel in their mind, picturing him making defenders miss in open space. The excitement has reached a point where even people who do not normally follow roster rumors are getting sucked into the hype. It feels like the kind of storyline that unites casual viewers and hardcore analysts, all leaning forward in anticipation. What is even more fascinating is the larger ripple effect this possible addition could create. When a team like the 49ers shows interest in a player, it always influences how other teams view that same player. Suddenly, rival franchises start rechecking their scouting reports, asking themselves whether they missed something or undervalued the potential upside. And that is exactly what is happening with Metchie. People around the league are talking about his footwork, his mental toughness, his ability to bounce back from setbacks with a focus that few players his age possess. That kind of determination has always been attractive to front offices, and pairing it with a high-powered offense only amplifies the intrigue. Some insiders have hinted that the 49ers have admired him for quite some time, quietly tracking his development, waiting for the right window. And now it feels like that window might finally be here, even if nothing has been said publicly. As anticipation reaches fever pitch, the broader football community watches with bated breath, recognizing the potential ramifications of this rumored signing. Rival teams, analysts, commentators, and fans are all recalibrating expectations, imagining scenarios in which Beckham's presence shifts momentum, alters defensive strategies, and sparks highlight moments that could define an era. The speculation is fueled by past performances, career highlights, and the sheer unpredictability that Beckham brings to every game, creating an environment in which every discussion is infused with both hope and caution. Media outlets are dedicating extensive coverage to the story. Social platforms are flooded with commentary, and fan communities are generating content at an unprecedented pace, all revolving around the anticipation of Beckham in red and gold. The discussion transcends mere sports reporting, entering the realm of cultural phenomenon, where the excitement surrounding a single player has the power to captivate audiences far beyond the football field. The rumor has become a living narrative, evolving with each new insight, each insider tip, and each fan theory, demonstrating the magnetic effect that a player of Beckham's caliber can have on the imagination of millions. From tactics to culture, from marketing to fan engagement, every dimension of the 49ers franchise feels the tremor of what could be a transformational moment, one that has already captured the imagination of the world and promises to leave a lasting imprint on the sport itself. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.